What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about OnyxCoin today, XCN. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, all right? It is the 10th day of June today, and here we are at about 1.5 cents, 8 hours and 9 minutes left in the day. We have moved up a good little bit, and I think because of Bitcoin, we might have a saving grace where we do not go below this low. But hold up now. I do expect Bitcoin to pull back a little bit from this. And the fact that OnyxCoin didn't get too big of a pump yesterday could imply that it still goes lower. We'll see. I'm thinking that Bitcoin will go down, if not to 104.6K, which let's just see what that percentage would be. So somewhere around there, right? About a 4% drop, 3.5% drop. Then 106.6K, which is 2% drop. So if Bitcoin drops 2 to 3%, OnyxCoin could drop like 6 to 10%. Let's just say 4 to 10%. I mean, it's possible. It is possible we could go a little bit lower. It is possible. But I don't think, even if we do go below this low, I think that the 1.23 cent and below targets, those are off the table now. I think so. What I don't like about this right now is looking at the 4-hour time frame. We have rejected the overbought area. We've done this before, and that did send us all the way down to the oversold zone, right? It wasn't a dramatic move that got us down to the oversold zone. It was just a move like this, right? Let's actually draw it from where we were at the high here and then down to the low right there. But if we saw that exact same move from the closing high, I mean, that would take us, that'd be like a double bottom, slightly lower low, double bottom, right? So we could see exactly what I'm saying here, right? I'm not saying that we will go lower than this low, and I'm not saying that that is the low. I'm just saying don't get your feelings hurt if we don't find a higher low and instead we get a lower low, because likely if we get just below this low here, that'll be the time to rip to the upside. At least that's my expectation. I think you can see here that this interaction seems a bit different than our last one, right? We moved up and then we rejected down. Here we're kind of sloping over. We're consolidating in this area. That gives me a little bit of hope that we are going to break through this area on the next attempt. But I just think we're going to move down a little bit now because, again, rejecting the overbought zone, typically you will go down to the 50 at least, if not down to the 40. Wouldn't it make sense to go down to the 40? I mean, you've got all these higher lows. I'm not drawing, my straight line capabilities are gone again, you guys, but something down there, maybe even just below the 40. You found support just below the 40, resistance just below the 40 before, and probably as we go back in time, you'll find significance at this area. Not always, but just at various places. So it might make sense that in this kind of fashion, we do move down to this higher low area in the RSI and continue to move up from there, right? It wouldn't be crazy at all. So with that, I am expecting OnyxCoin from here at 1.517 cents to probably move down back to about, I don't know, 1.45 to maybe even prices that are below 1.4 cents, something like that. Likely over the next couple of days. It's Tuesday today. Yeah, it's Tuesday. So this week is probably not going to be the week that we rip to the upside. If it is, it's going to be like Thursday, Friday that we actually start moving up. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But let's look at the 1-hour time frame too and see if that agrees there, if we have any conflicting indications. Nope, the 1-hour looks bearish too. Came down, looked to find support at the 40, or at the 50, you rejected the 60, so now you're going down, likely going lower, finding support at the 40 or lower. Yeah. You have that same kind of higher low trend in the RSI here too, but on the 1-hour it's a little bit lower, so you can go all the way down, man. Go all the way down, you're fine. On the RSI, go all the way down to the price too, you're fine. If we're looking at this on the daily time frame, the daily did bounce off this oversold zone in the areas that we've bounced from before. Fun fact about that low in the RSI, that's actually the lowest reading in the RSI that we've seen since August of 2024. We got out of the oversold zone, ripped all the way up above the 40. That's a good sign. That's a good start. I very much am confident that if that's not the low, we're very, very near the low. And I think that as a result of this, overall, we are in this downtrend in the RSI, and something like this is a strong signal that we're likely coming to an end of this downtrend. So any day now, any week now, we should be moving up higher. 1.5 cents now. It's been some time. We've been expecting prices to be higher, right? We've been expecting 5.5 cents, 6 cents, and even above that because of this move down, because of this. And actually, oh, wow. Oh, wow, guys. So because we didn't break down the way I thought we would, we actually are still in this bull flag. I didn't even consider that. I written this thing off. I thought that we were done with the bull flag. And maybe I should draw it more like this. I don't know. something like that, a little like parallel, right? I thought we were going to break out, so I wrote off this bull flag. I was thinking, okay, what we're going to do next is we're going to see high to low. We're going to go up to 3.3 to 3.9 cents. And I know that that's so sad, but hey, man, I mean, we're still going to get some solid growth going up to here. It makes a lot of sense that we could stop there based off the fibs. But man, if this is a bull flag, and I think it is still, absolutely, I think it is still, because we didn't break out to the downside. Even if we get a slightly lower low, we're still fine, which is at the most what I expect. Our bull flag's back on, you guys. That's awesome. The target has changed because of these lower lows. Let's just see. That's now, instead of 5.5 or 5.6 cents, now we're at like closer to 5 cents. But yeah, something that'll take us just above this high. We'll probably find turbulence there, find support at like 3.5 cents, and then move up. That makes a lot of sense, actually. I bet we do exactly what Bitcoin's doing right now. Let me show you. Look at this, right? High to low. No bull flag here. That's not what I'm talking about. You went just above your prior high, and you found support on your 786, 886 area, right? XCN, I'm talking about you doing that exact same thing. Watch, look, I even have it pre-drawn right here. Watch, watch. High to low. Go just above your 100 area, just above your prior high, like Bitcoin here, like that. And then you pull back to your 786, 886, boom, right in this area. I bet that's exactly what you do. And then you start to move up again. Yeah. Yeah. And so we're just waiting at this point in time, you guys. We're waiting to see whenever that happens. I guess the breakout point to consider would be, at this point, 2 cents again has become kind of a meme. But the fact that we're lower now and the fact that this trend line has come down, it's been enough time. 2 cents and 2.2 cents are serious areas to break. We want to see those break, and that'll definitely be convincing and validating that we are going to the upside. But at this point, the breakout point, the true breakout point, is actually lower. If we were to move up today, and I don't think we do, I think it'll be probably sometime next week that we start moving up actually above this. I would think that probably like 1.9 cents, 1.86 cents, we get above there, then it's time to party. It's time to start getting excited. We see prices, you guys, above 1.8 or 1.9 cents, which that's close enough to 2 cents, 2.2 cents. I don't know why I'm talking about the semantics of it all, but this is when it's time to get excited. We get above this, and not just a wick, but like we close above it. That's it's going to be very, very convincing, at least compelling evidence that we are going up here. I wouldn't be surprised at all if we did the exact same thing, because XCN's target measure move is right here. It's very possible that you continue and that you go all the way up to 8.2 cents, but we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't move all the way up here and then move back down. Maybe you just continue all the way up to 8 cents and you go all the way up to this 1272. But one way or another, you guys, what's really cool about what happened yesterday is that now the 5 cent to 5.5 cent area is back on the table. The bull flag is still in effect. Hell yeah. That's all I got to say. Hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you all for being here, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care, and don't panic. Don't panic if we go down. I normally would say don't FOMO if we go up, but maybe you should FOMO, man. If we go up, I mean, if let's say I sold all my OnyxCoin right here, and I was trying to play this stupid little game of trying to buy this slightly lower low, maybe that it might come. If we moved up above like 1.86 cents, I would just FOMO in right there, because you might miss that little bit, but you don't have to miss the rest of it. You know what I mean? Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, just talking out loud here. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.